thank you very much. Enjoy the festival. We have a great week with amazing panel discussions, more concerts. Buzz Aldrin is here, Apollo astronauts are here, Charlie Duke, Harrison Schmidt, Al Worden, Walt Cunningham, Flight Commander Jerry Griffin, Rusty Schweikert. So I cannot ask for more. You just cannot ask for more. And Peter Gabriel is here. Thank you very much, Peter. Last moment. So enjoy the festival. Thank you very much. And let's enjoy the show. And I'm also very pleased and honored that the President of Armenia, Dr. Armen Sargsyan, is here. And he has a special word for you. Please, Mr. President, can I welcome you on stage to say something?
It's a fantastic festival that gathers together scientists, great scientists, Nobel Prize winners, astronauts and cosmonauts, and also art and music. I'm not going to take off my tie. It's my day job. But I was not always wearing a tie because in my first life I was a scientist. I was professor of theoretical physics and mathematics. And then I had other lives. As a diplomat, as a free man, now as a president. So I'm here, and the answer to that, probably there are 3 reasons. And I will call the first chapter of that reason, the dream. The dream because Garik is a dreamer. It starts dreaming crazy things, and he makes it happen. And each of us had a dream. When I'm going to tell you a small story about a small boy that was born back in Soviet Union in Armenia and had a dream to become an astronaut or a cosmonaut. Even won a prize when he was 10 years old by making a nice painting of an astronaut on the moon. So, on the moon. And this was early in 1963. That dream is still with me. And I have a question to astronauts. When I retire as a president, do you think I can fly? Well, I had also another dream when I was doing my research in theoretical physics, especially on gravitation and relativistic astrophysics, to meet someone whose name is Professor Thorne, Kip Thorne, and I hope that this dream will happen today. And of course, living back in Soviet Union, that the Berlin Wall never closed. It was too low to block music. And I think that music had a huge contribution into changing the world, changing the Soviet Union, and making a lot of nations, including my nation, independent and free. And thank you for the music. Thank you for the dream of the music that became reality and the supporter of freedom. So the second chapter is called STARMUS and Armenia. And it has a very simple title. I'm inviting the next 6 STARMUS to come to Armenia. Would love to see all of you, the scientists, Nobel Prize winners, astronauts, cosmonauts, musicians, great musicians, artists, and some politicians in Armenia. Why in Armenia? This is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. I'll be very happy to take all of you to see the city, the capital, which is 2,800 years old, Yerevan, but also a place which is called Medzamor. Back 4,800 years ago, in the kingdom of Urartu, they made an observatory. It's fascinating, it's like a pyramid, and you step up and you see pieces of the sky. So Armenians 4,500 years ago were looking at the sky, as was told here. Not only looking, but also recording that on the stone. So I would like to take you to show the earliest astronomical observatory and the famous Huracan Observatory. That is a cradle of many things in astronomy, including the Markarian galaxies. Second, I think there's a lot of music connected to Armenia. Peter will know very well the famous Armenian flute called duduk, and the great master of duduk that Peter Gabriel years ago honored him in London. Thank you, Peter. Duduk is something that all of you know because it has a philosophical and very, very soft music, the voice, and the voice of a human. It's made of a flute of the apricot tree. And the great master Jivan Gasparian is more than 90 years old. He will perform for you in Armenia. And you have listened to that music from the films like Gladiator and others. It's beautiful. Third, Armenians value science and education. I will be very happy to show you extraordinary educational places because your theme is science, technology, music, and also education, bringing people closer to science. So I was speaking to a commissioner just a couple of minutes ago about a wonderful place which is called Tuma. It's an extraordinary place, one in the world, that teach children to program. And we have a big program now called ATOM, Advanced Tomorrow. In one place, imagine a big park where children can discover science, laws of nature, laws of physics, chemistry, workshops. Then another place which is nearby, which is called Museum of Tomorrow. Not the Museum of Science and Technology of the past, but Museum of Tomorrow, with a part which will have space, virtual space, human body, and the rotating place of the museum, but also a big concert hall where we can have a proper rock concert. And then the science and technology city with big international companies, scientific research centers and university being present there. And the last place will be university. The Project Atom I would love to inaugurate together with STARMUS next year. And the third point. Third point is called, the title is called The Prize. I'm here to announce that I would love to do this project together with STARMUS, and it's a presidential prize with the name The Big Bang that will be given every year to a invention, discovery, scientific or technological or educational that will have the impact of the Big Bang in the 21st century. And I would like to invite the founders and the members of STARMUS, famous musicians, astronauts, scientists, to be on the advisory board to decide together with us who is going to be the next year's winner of the Big Bang Award. Garrick, you are right. This world is quantum, like STARMUS, and it's unpredictable. There's one thing that we can predict that is going to stay unpredictable, but it's fascinating because quantum works sometimes better than classics. Dear friends, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in Armenia at the STARMUS 6th Festival. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Armen Sargsyan, the President of Armenia. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of Omega, Renaud Ashliman.
gives me enormous pleasure to give the Stephen Hawking Medal to the outstanding Mr. Brian Eno.
Hello everybody back in Armenia. My name is Garrett Reisman. I'm a former NASA astronaut, former Director of Space Operations at SpaceX, and it's great to have Armenian participation here in STARMUS, and I understand we might be visiting your country soon.
Next year.
Next year. I've never been there. I would love to go and meet all of you and see, especially the observatory you talked about. That sounded fascinating.
The Zurich is one of the most famous observatories in the world, and I'll be delighted to show you not only the country, the observatory, but also the people. It's very talented.
Yep. Oh, that sounds amazing.
And basically, space is something that we probably Armenians will have our contributions in the future as well.
I have no doubt. I have a lot of Armenian friends back in Los Angeles. It's a very strong community and very intelligent, and I expect great things. So.
Looking forward to seeing you in Armenia.
Yes. Thank you.
My name is Todd Douglas Miller. I'm the director of Apollo 11, and to all the people of Armenia, I'm just so honored that so many of you are touched by the film. It's touched so many people around the world, and I hope, particularly for the younger generation, it's inspiring, and it inspires all of you to do something greater, be something greater than yourself, much like the mission of Apollo 11. So, thank you very much.
Whereas Elon Musk, a technology entrepreneur, investor and engineer, has taken the first bold steps towards space travel and the colonization of other worlds by private enterprise. And whereas he has reignited public belief in the world of innovation and exploration of the cosmos and encouraged a whole new generation to look to the stars. It gives me great pleasure to present virtually the 2019 Stephen Hawking Medal for Science to Elon Musk.
Hello. Hey, everyone, thank you very much for this medal. Can you hear me? Yeah!